Sometimes Gordon and Harry slept with James in James's shed, and they would talk about nothing but bootlaces. James would talk about other engines who got shut in tunnels and stuck on hills, but they wouldn't listen and went on talking and laughing. "You talk too much, little James," Gordon would say. "A fine, strong engine like me has something to talk about. I'm the only engine who can pull the express. When I'm not there, I think of it. I've pulled the express for years and never once lost away. I've seen to know the white line instead," said Gordon proudly. Every wise engine knows, of course, the signalman works the points to make the engines run on the white lines. But Gordon was so proud that he had forgotten. "Wake up, James," said Gordon next morning. "It's nearly time for the express." "Oh, well, we all have to be somewhere. Run along now and fetch my coaches. Don't be late now." James went to go fetch Gordon's coaches. They were now all shiny with lovely new paint. James was careful not to bump them, and he followed them smoothly into the station, singing happily, "We're going away, we're going away." "I wish I was coming with you," said James. "I sure would love to go pull the express and go flying along the line." He left them at the station and went back to the yard. Just as Gordon, with much steam blowing some noise, backed down onto the train. The Fat Controller was on the train with other important people, and as soon as the guard's whistle blew, Gordon started. "Look out for me now! Look out for me now! Look out for me now!" he puffed, and the coaches glided after him out of the station. James watched the train disappear around the curve, and he went back to work. He pushed some trucks into the proper signs and went to fetch the coaches for another train. He brought the coaches to the platform and was just being uncoupled from the train when he heard a muffled cry. And there was Gordon, sliding to the station without being noticed. "Hello, Gordon," asked James. "Is it tomorrow?" asked James. Gordon didn't answer. He just let off steam feebly. "Did you lose your way, Gordon?" "No, I lost from it," he answered crossly. "I was switched from the main line onto the loop. I have to go all the way around and back again." "Perhaps it was instant," said James brightly. Meanwhile, all the passengers were hurried into the booking office. "We want our money back," they shouted. Everyone was making notes, but the Fat Controller climbed onto a trolley and blew the guard's whistle so loudly that they all stopped to look at him. He promised him a new train at once. "If Gordon won't do it, will you pull it for us, James?" he asked. "Sure, I'll try." And so James was coupled on and everyone got in again. "Do your best, James," said the Fat Controller kindly. Just then the whistle blew and they had to get in. Come along," puffed James. You're pulling us well," sang the coaches. Hurry, puffed James. Station and bridges flashed by. The passengers leaned out the windows to cheer at James. As soon they reached the station, everyone said thank you to James. "Well done," said the Fat Controller. "Would you like to pull the express in my time?" "Yes, sir," said James happily. The next morning when James came by, he saw Gordon shunting trucks in the yards. "I'd like some quiet look for a change," he said. "I'm teaching these trucks some manners." "You do well for coaches, I hear. Good, we'll show them." And he gave the trucks a huge bump and made them cry. Oh! James and Gordon are now best friends. James sometimes takes these rest to give Gordon a rest. Gordon never talks about bootlaces again, and they are both quite agreed on the subject of trucks.